Hello my friends, looks like I jumped on a recent bandwagon or hype train and purchased myself Wyze cam. So looks like this is a very popular toy recently on Amazon, everybody freaking out about it, and I decided to give it a try and went and go a little bit differently about it. I want to see not just how it works and what it is, I want to see what's inside. Yeah, and why it's so cheap. So why it costs 20 American, 30 something 7 or something Canadian, and I'm curious what it is and how it works. So let's take a look. Here we have Wyze Cam version 2. Never seen actually version 1 and have no idea how it looks like, but this thing's supposed to work. You just plug it in, it connects to Wi-Fi and streaming your data, and it's 1080p supported. And it has also nighttime vision. I don't know if it's like infrared or it's very sensitive sensor. Well, we will see that. So, oh yeah, here are some features. Night vision, 14 days free cloud recording, and it has digital zoom, which is gonna be probably crap as usual. 14 days free cloud recording, I guess that's gonna keep your last 14 days of recording, so which is okay. So what else it has? It has two-way audio and motion detection, which is pretty cool features. And let's see what kind of motion detection it has. Is it like a pure sensor based, or it is a frame analysis based? Like it just some algorithm which just analyzes every picture and see if there is a motion detected. Okay, so let's take it open. Righty, I'm not gonna be playing this long. I just like got it like this. And it didn't work. Oh no, it did. Okay, here we are, nice box. And first thing we see is the camera itself. So right away, and it's not as heavy as the whole box, so I guess the power brick is heavy as well. So let's take everything out. What else we have here? It'll be like a little bit of unboxing going on. Okay, boxes are this. So some quick start guide, I guess. Yep. So camera, papers, and brick. Brick is pretty hefty, so curious what kind of power brick is this, what kind of quality. Oh, nice USB cable. I like flat, it's micro USB, no big deal, but still. I like flat cables, that's pretty cool. What is this, a magnet? Oh, nice hefty steel plate. Like it. Some mounting hardware here, 3M sticky tape, it's pretty cool. What else? Power brick, that's why it was heavy, because it's probably power brick, and desiccant, two desiccants, nice, that's really good. Go away, I'll remove this crap. So I guess the way you mount this hardware, it's probably magnetic, as I assume, and then you stick it to the wall and you stick the ways to that magnetic thing. Power it via this brick. It's actually pretty light, and it looks like it's sealed shut off, so I won't be able to actually easily open it. And it is rated for 1 amp, 5 volt 1 amp. Okay, well, it's okay, I guess. Doesn't need more than that. Cable seems to be pretty long and okay quality. I like, oh, that's really long USB cable. It looks like a meter or something long. That's nice, that's good. To the side, so to the side, power brick to the side. So let's look at the camera itself. It's glued over here, so I guess it's gonna be a little bit distracting opening. Okay, plastic, nicely wrapped and nice kind of soft plastic. Okay, what we have here, I like this rectangular shape of the unit. So now we have our little camera unboxed, and what we see here, it's nice and sleek unit, and front of the camera is this black two black circles. The first circle probably consists a bunch of infrared LEDs. Behind it there is also something on top of it, probably some sort of indicator, microphone hole, and some black hole of unknown origin over here. Sides are pretty clean and pristine, but on the back side we have probably speaker over here, USB to powering as another camera. You can daisy link them, cable connector to actually power up this camera, and this little hole would be LED indicating the unit is powered up. So also we have here a leg or tripod, or you call it whatever you call it, and this used to mount the camera in any direction you want. For example, you are able to turn it, you're able to swivel it like this, and tilt and pan directions. So that's pretty handy. Also, the base of this thing has the powerful magnet, which you can secure to your any kind of metallic part, or use this mounting hardware to actually secure it on the wall. So this is pretty easy and dandy and pretty simple operation. So let's try to actually connect it online and see how easy is that. So for this I already prepared, oh, I forgot to mention one important thing. Here on the bottom there is a micro SD card and a little button over here. So for micro SD serves the purpose that you can record videos right on your micro SD, not just online, or because online storage is probably limited of some has limit of 14 days, so you can store way more here depending on how big is your card. So after this, let's try to connect it to the phone, or let's see. So I have this iPhone over here. I already installed Wyze app. After going since there's some hoops with registering, it was relatively easy to register your new account. After verification code was sent and accepted, I'm end up on this kind of screen with a new device. But in order to actually get somewhere, we need to power this guy. So to power it up with this, we have this like huge 1.6 meter cable, and I'm gonna use power brick for this purpose because just wanna see how it works just right there and illustrate in front of your eyes. And we're gonna power up the camera just like this. So I don't know if you see it, but this LED glows green, which essentially indicates this thing is working. So in order to start registering the camera, we have to press, I guess, setup button, or just follow the instructions which are in this little piece of paper. Let's leave it like this. So after you power it up, wait for 20 seconds until yellow status light flashes. Press setup button for 3 seconds until you heard a voice prompt. Follows the Wyze up stuff. So that's very, very simple. I don't know, I think I see yellow flashing. I don't know if you see it. Okay, let's go from here and press setup button for 3 seconds.
Ready to connect.
Okay, it's ready to connect. Let's see, let's open the phone again and try to connect. Select the device you want to add. Wyze cam, it is ready to connect. Let's do next. Okay, this is my network, and I'm gonna enter the password of camera. It asks me to change to 2.4 GHz network because looks like this device does not support a 5 GHz network, which I'm connected right now. Alright, it was very important to actually use 2.4 GHz network because this guy does not support 5 GHz. And after you provide the username, network name, and the SSID and the password, you generate this QR code, which probably has hard-coded my password in there. So now it asks me to scan QR code with the camera. So essentially, I guess it means to do something like this.
QR code scanned. Please wait.
No, it's pretty cool. So it's a little bit different way of automating the connection procedure. So now this little device will be connecting to network, and we go from here. Setup completed. It's kind of cute that it speaks like that. So now after this process is the device name. Let's call it Vasya. Wyze. I like name Wyze. Wyze. This device is going to be called Wyze. Finish setup. Okay, my camera Wyze is there's moment of deja vu. It's kind of choppy. And now it gives me firmware upgrade thingy. I'm not gonna do it for now, but it's actually working. Refresh rate is lagging quite substantially behind, and yeah, but it's really working. I don't know why it's lagging like that. Maybe because the network quality is not so good. And there's some kind of green light. Oh, it's probably focusing on something. It's using the object detection. Try to do object detection in real time. Right here, if you see this green rectangle, try to focus around the camera. But that's pretty much it. From this point on, whatever we need to figure out is how to use this, pretty much how to use this software. But at this moment, you are connected, and you can change quality from HD to SD, which gonna probably will have better refresh rate and better bandwidth. Let's do night mode. Let's see what's gonna happen. And I heard click. If you watched my tear down video, you will understand why I'm so excited when I hear this click, because I was figuring out that this thing has little actuator for infrared filter inside. And here we are, infrared actuated or activated, and we see much better refresh rate for some reason. Because probably, yeah, I don't know, black and white image is easier to process. I don't know, I'm gonna shut it off. Click again, so infrared filter is removed, and we continue streaming. Very, very nice. So, setup of the Wyze Cam V2 is super easy. Anyone can do it. Just follow the user provided user manual. But if you don't want to follow or lost it or something like that, you can just watch my video and easily set up this this camera. Thank you guys for staying with me. It was a pretty short and easy video how to set up Wyze Cam V2. If you like, please like, and if you really like my channel, please subscribe. Really welcome you to subscribe. See you next time.